My quiet student finally spoke up in class, and what he said made the school bully transfer schools. From the very first day of school, I knew Ashley was going to be my problem student. She was one of those girls who made everyone else's life miserable just because she could. But her favorite target was always Claire, this quiet girl who sat in the front row and never caused any trouble. Ashley would constantly whisper cruel things about Claire being adopted, saying stuff like, "At least my parents wanted to keep me," and making fake crying sounds whenever Claire walked by. Every time I tried to intervene, Ashley would act innocent and claim she was just asking about the assignment. As a male teacher, I had to be extra careful about how I handled situations with female students. The bullying got worse as the semester went on. Ashley would pass notes around the class about Claire not knowing her real parents and how she was probably given away because something was wrong with her. Claire would just put her head down and take it, never fighting back or even telling me what was happening. I started keeping Ashley after class to talk about her behavior, but her mom would always call the next day defending her daughter and claiming Claire was being too sensitive. "Mr. Wilson, you don't understand teenage girls," she'd say. Ashley told me that Claire is probably making this up for attention because adopted kids have abandonment issues. What made it worse was that Ashley had recruited other students to join in. During lunch, I'd see her showing other kids Claire's old school photos that she'd somehow gotten hold of, pointing out how Claire looked different from her adoptive parents. She'd started a group chat called Orphan Watch, where students would send screenshots of Claire's social media posts and mock everything she shared. I found out about this when another teacher showed me the messages that had been forwarded to her. The psychological warfare was getting intense, and I was running out of ways to protect Claire without making it worse. Then came our Family Heritage Project presentations. Every student had to research their family history and present it to the class. I was dreading Ashley's presentation because I knew she'd find some way to make it about tormenting Claire. Sure enough, when Ashley presented her elaborate poster about her family tree going back 5 generations, she kept glancing over at Claire with this smug look. "It must be so nice to know where you come from and who your real family is," she said, staring directly at Claire. Then she added, "Some people will never know if they have genetic diseases or what nationality they really are. That must be so scary." The whole class knew exactly what she was doing. When it was Claire's turn to present, I honestly thought she might skip it entirely. She'd been so quiet all year that I'd barely heard her voice above a whisper. But she walked to the front of the classroom carrying a simple poster board and stood there for a moment, looking directly at Ashley. Then she spoke in the clearest, strongest voice I'd ever heard from her. "Some people think being adopted means you're unwanted," she said. "But my birth mom was 16 and gave me up so I could have a better life. At least she made a mature decision instead of keeping a baby just to use it for Instagram content like some people's teen moms did." The entire classroom went dead silent. Ashley's face turned bright red because everyone knew her mom had her at 15 and constantly posted about their teen mom journey on social media for attention and followers. Claire wasn't finished, though. She pulled out her phone and started reading from her adoption papers. "My birth mother wrote me a letter explaining that she chose my adoptive parents specifically because they were stable, educated, and financially secure. She wanted me to have opportunities she couldn't provide, unlike some people whose moms kept them just to get more welfare checks and internet fame." But then Claire dropped the real bomb. "And Ashley, since you're so curious about genetics, you should know that my birth father is actually a successful pediatric surgeon. Meanwhile, your dad is still in county jail for not paying child support to his other 3 kids." Ashley started sobbing and ran out of the room. She never came back to my class after that day.